What's up guys, brand new smartphone on my desk. This is the Realme 9 5G Global Edition. That's right people, I've got the Global Edition right here. So it says here, hey, welcome to the Realme family. And on the other side it says, let's embrace a new journey. So inside this envelope, we have SIM eject tool, paperwork, and we've got a slightly tinted clear silicone case. And here it is guys, the Realme 9 5G global version. So this version is actually powered by the Snapdragon 695. It does feature a higher 120 Hz refresh rate. Resolution and touch sampling is slightly boosted, and there's a few additional extras that you get in this global release. And check out that rear design, that looks absolutely gorgeous. So inside the box we also have a USB-A to USB-C cable and a fast charging brick. So I believe this one is an 18-watt fast charger included in the box. Now we need to talk about that design. This is the first ever ripple holographic design, which is inspired by a desert ripple effect. So it looks really nice, no doubt about that one. And it is quite a technical process to achieve what they have done here. It uses multiple layers of coating transferred using UV technology. Realme basically go the extra mile on their designs. It doesn't matter whether it's a budget handset or a premium flagship handset. They really take pride in their designs. And usually on a budget smartphone, you would not expect this level of effort. Furthermore, the color I have here is called Stargaze White. The smartphone is 8.5 millimeters in thickness and it weighs only 191 grams. So slim and light with a really nice design, and it feels awesome in the hands. So yeah, I'm digging that design. Now at the bottom of the smartphone you will find a headphone jack, microphone, USB Type-C port and a single speaker. And on the side we have a power button which also doubles up as a fingerprint sensor. At the top you have another microphone, and on the other side you can see a SIM tray and a volume rocker. Now if we just take that SIM tray out, you will notice it's a hybrid SIM tray. So we can take 2 nano SIM cards or 1 nano SIM card and 1 microSD up to 512 gigs. Now on the front you are looking at a 6.6 inch IPS display. That's a 120 Hz refresh. And yes, it does support automatic refresh rates. So we can automatically adjust the refresh rate based on what you're doing. But you do have the option to go 120 Hz all the time or 60 Hz all the time. Now the screen resolution is 2412 by 1080, so full HD plus resolution with 600 nits of peak brightness. And we've got 2.5D curved glass, so no GG protection, and we have 400 pixels per inch. And the Realme 9 5G Global is powered by the Snapdragon 695, which is a 6nm octa-core clocked at 2.2 GHz. And here are the Antutu benchmark results. So we achieved 352K, so you can expect a pretty decent mid-range performance from this handset. Now on the back we have a triple camera setup with 50 megapixel primary lens, which is pretty good when taking photos in good lighting situations. Low light shots are a little noisy as expected, and maximum video is limited to 1080 at 30 FPS. So no 60 FPS unfortunately. And video stabilization is actually quite poor and shaky. There is also a portrait lens, and here are some samples for you to check out. And finally we have a 2 megapixel macro lens. And if we flip this phone around, on the front you will find a 16 megapixel selfie camera, and the front sensor also supports a maximum of 1080 at 30 FPS. Now let's talk about the gaming performance, and as we already know, Snapdragon chips are already well optimized for gaming, and that is exactly the case with this phone. The Snapdragon 695 with the Adreno 619 combination gives us a very pleasant gaming experience. You can play COD Mobile on very high graphics, and you do have the option to switch to maximum frame rate. So here is a very quick round of COD Mobile. I want to quickly mention about the speakers. You do not have dual speakers, you've only got a single bottom firing speaker. So if you block the bottom, you're not going to hear hardly any sounds. But on a plus point, that single speaker is very loud and clear.
Enemy contact! Target down! Target's in sight! Enemy contact! Enemy contact! Enemy in sight! Enemy down! Reloading! Cover me! It's too close. Fight harder. We captured A. Enemy contact!
So there you have it guys, that was my quick tour and overview of the Realme 9 5G Global Edition, showing you what this phone is all about. Now the display is good enough for general use, although peak brightness is a bit low at 600 nits, and this is what you can expect from the screen visibility when you're outdoors. See, the brightness is set to max and it's on automatic. What I do like, however, is how the phone looks and feels in the hands. The Realme 9 5G Global is slim and light. It feels and looks good in the hands. It's a budget handset, but it manages to feel and look a little bit more than that. Overall camera experience is not great, but it's certainly nice to have a 50 megapixel primary, and it does the job for point and shoot scenarios, although video capture is not going to win any awards. The 5000 mAh battery is good and can last you even 2 days depending on your usage, but slightly let down by that slow 18-watt charging. It means it will take just over 95 minutes to fully charge the battery from 0 to 100%. It's also worth mentioning that this global version does have built-in NFC. Now, if you're wondering exactly how this smartphone performs when compared to the other devices out there, then do check out my top performing smartphone chart of 2022. And as you can see, the Realme 9 5G Global has ranked at position with a benchmark score of 352K. Now you can view the full versions of all my charts online at chigstech.com and read them at your leisure. And after installing Netflix, opening it up, it works absolutely fine, and you can see it actually supports HD quality. So bottom line, the Realme 9 5G offers decent value, and this global version certainly brings that value factor alive. If you're looking for the best budget smartphone, this one is good, although certainly not the best budget phone of the year. I do feel a degree of satisfaction whilst I'm using this phone, and that can only be experienced once you have the phone in your hands. Yes, there are certainly some things that could be improved, but I get a strong vibe from this brand. They make the phones that the people want. Things like headphone jack, big primary sensor, big battery, 6nm performance, 120Hz display, slim and light. They tried to cram as much as they could for a price which you really can't ignore. Now, I've been watching this company for a few years now, and I just feel that their overall product presentation and user experience is winning hearts. Now, I would not be surprised if Realme becomes the top 4 smartphone brand in the world. So they are definitely growing really fast, and every time I test one of their phones, I do get a positive vibe from them. So that was my very quick overview and pros and cons so far of the Realme 9 5G global version. If you've got any questions or you want me to test something specific, let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to respond ASAP. That being said, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have an amazing day. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.